Chapter 1, Phantasma. How do you get to those books? On the side. Ignorant cults. The kin of Vagerna. The Cosmographica. Oh, here's the Azure Fragments. Whoever manages this library must have some out-of-this-world connections to have gathered this many rare books from all over the place. Whoa, is this a copy of Isthium Tales? What's a banned book doing here? The guys over at the Congregation for the Sacraments would flip their lid if they saw this thing. And there aren't just old and rare books either. I found one that was published this year. No way! What's it called? It's called Liberalian Cuisine, published by the Liberal News Service. That can't be real. What's that doing here mixed in with all the other stuff? You're sure you aren't pulling my leg? Your guess is as good as mine. The photographs of food in it look delicious, however. Leave it to Reese to find the one book on cuisine in this entire pile of who knows what. Oh, I bet they do. There's this girl named Dorothy who works for the LNS, and she's one incredible photographer. Oh yeah, don't know how I forgot, but weren't you hungry? I was, but I finished eating while you were busy looking at the books here. I did save some for you, of course. Reese handed over a smidgen of her egg salad sandwich. How fast did you eat? Wait, we bought that poor store's entire bread supply, and this is all that's left. They were perfectly baked, too. The flour used is clearly of high quality, but bread like that can't be made without excellent water either. I think I like Liberal. Well, I can't deny the country's got some great grub to try all around. Let's get off the subject of food already. I know. There's something truly odd about this place. We should have a thorough look around. Yeah. Oh, come to think of it. Oh, he still has the cube? It's completely stopped glowing now. Might as well be inactive again. I doubt it was a coincidence that it started glowing just before we were sent here. This is no ordinary artifact, that's for sure. Dot dot dot. Give it to me, Kevin. I'll look after it. Huh? Why? Protecting you is my duty as your squire. As such, I can hardly stand by and let you keep something that poses such danger on your person. I should be the one to keep it. Wait a minute, Reese. Give it to me. Look. First, we still don't have any conclusive proof that this cube is the reason we ended up here. Second, despite me being the one who had it up till this point, you're here with me anyway. So unless you plan to take it off me, and run as far away from me as possible, who's holding it won't make a darn bit of difference. But still. Sorry, but this time I'm actually ordering you. You wouldn't disobey an order from your superior, would you? Dot dot dot. Alright then. But if we find out for sure that it really is dangerous, promise me you'll get rid of it. That's all I want you to agree to. Just chuck it into the void. It'll be fine. Alright, promise. Anyway, you up for some exploring? I don't know what's up with this place, but it's time to try and find out. Fine by me. Maybe it's a port key into the garden, which doesn't seem terribly aptly named. There are a number of rare and valuable books here. For some reason, a copy of Liberalian Cuisine also sits among them. Okay, but like, there were books. Yeah, right here. How do you access these books? On the side here. Clearly, whoever runs this garden has some special powers. Or they have some sort of hover cart that takes them around. But it's a safe place, right? The music tells us it's a safe place. Plus, it's a library. How dangerous could a library be? I mean, it's not like there's monsters in the shadows trying to eat you or anything, right? That's what happened? Huh? What's that? Well, this is foreboding. Doesn't look to be a relic of the ancient Zemurian civilization, though. I agree. As far as I can tell, it's not any kind of device, simply a stone monument. Oh, there's something written near the bottom. Huh, so there is. Let's see. The Hermit's Garden. What is this supposed to mean? I'm not sure. It could be a message, or maybe even... Actually, let me look it over some more before I say anything. Nope, can't find any hidden switches or the like anywhere. You are right, it really is just a stone monument. Shall we try destroying it and see if anything happens then? I get first hit. Wait, no way. Just because we've established it isn't any kind of device doesn't mean nothing bad will happen if we go smashing it to bits. Don't worry, I was just joking. You so weren't. Anyway, let's save extreme options like that until after we've explored all of our, more reasonable ones. I say we should go and look around somewhere else. Okay. So Reese is a destroy first, ask questions, maybe, later kind of gal, huh? We came up through here, the middle one, right? So... guess we can go this way? One of them led to a really pretty fountain. Pretty sure. Do these... There we go. Ooh. Well, this is nice. A nice little picnic area. Looks like some kind of rest area or something. But why? What's it doing here? Well, resting is important. I'd love to sit and enjoy a relaxing lunch here. Well, I'll give you that it might be kind of nice. Although personally, my first thought was that I'd love to sit here and fish, if there were any fish to be fished. Really? I didn't know you still liked fishing. Sure, can't say I've gotten any better at it, but a hobby's a hobby. I was surprised at how many fishing fanatics there are all over Liberl. There's a guild in Grancel that's really hardcore into it, and one girl I ran into would give most pros a run for their money. Oh. Everybody Kevin has, like, mentioned to Reese so far is this girl, that girl, this girl. Like, what about Agate? What about Zin? Something wrong? It's nothing. Regardless, it's a shame there are no fish in it. The water here is exceptionally clear. I think this should suffice as a water source for us, at least. Yeah. Alright, let's go check somewhere else. Makes it sound as if the entire time he spent in Liberl was just meeting girls. And hitting on them. Where did we come from? Oh, okay. What's a huge tree doing here? There's no sign of any others in the surrounding area either. As big as it is, it doesn't seem to be a fruit tree, unfortunately. Figures we wouldn't get that lucky. Come to think of it though, you were always an expert on plants and medicinal herbs and stuff, right? You don't recognize what kind of tree this is. I wish I did, but no. At the very least, it isn't one that grows on the western side of the continent. Question mark? Did you work something out? Maybe, maybe not. We should try looking somewhere else now. Oh, right. Still, even if it doesn't bear fruit, maybe it has sweet sap inside like maple trees. May I cut into the trunk a bit to see? No, no you cannot. I mean, this place is clearly maintained by somebody, but Reese clearly doesn't care about that. Right? He's like, let's just destroy somebody else's stone monument, cut into their very beautiful tree. We already checked those. Probably, maybe. Oh, as far out as the eye can see. Just where are we? Beats me. Still, wherever we are, it's big. Judging by how our voices don't echo anyway. Yeah. Well, I think? Alright, yeah, we've been everywhere. So maybe now we go back to our starting point? Which is not that. Oh, I mean, it ended up working anyway, so never mind. It's all good. Well, we've investigated the whole area now, but we didn't find anything that would give us any idea as to where we are. Maybe not specifically. I think I may have an idea what kind of place this is, though. Really? It's a place both within Liberal and not at the same time. Like a separate dimension of sorts. Can you elaborate? Well, you see, during all the trouble with the Ariel, Kevin explained about the altered spaces hidden within the tetracyclic towers intended to send the Ariel away. Wow. So you think the place we're in may be similar? I can't say for sure, but it's definitely a possibility. There are a few cracks in my theory, unfortunately. Oh, I think I understand what you mean. The Liberalian cuisine book we found earlier is one, right? Exactly. If we assume this is some kind of enclosed space, sealed away with the Ariel all those years ago, how did a book that was only published this year get in here? All the other unusual books are from after the Great Collapse, too. Which means someone else has been going in and out of here within the past year. Could it be that man in black we met at the port? Maybe, maybe not. I wouldn't peg him as the kind of guy who'd want to read about Liberalian cuisine, though. That's very true. Either way, I think we can say for sure now that the situation we're in was planned out by someone. Possibly before that cube even came into our possession. You really think so? But if that really is the case, what should we do now? There's the million mirror question. We don't have much to work with here, just a big open area with no way out. Oh, this again? Oh no. That sounded like something broke. Yeah, but what? Crap! Kevin took his battle ornament out of his pocket. He then noticed all the quartz in it were shattered. Welp, we're screwed. Seeing this, Reese took out her own battle ornament. Mine is the same way. Ah, even my spare quartz are ruined. Just what is going on here? What? Maybe we're getting a visit by the owner? Some sort of all-powerful being who likes collecting books? A portal? What just happened? I don't know. I'd wager it was this cube's doing. Guess we can add altering this area to its list of quirks along with wrecking our quartz. Are you sure it's a good idea to keep it on you? Honestly, I get the feeling we'd be out of luck without it. At least now we've got some new stuff to investigate that could lead us in the right direction. We should go and check out all the places that have changed. Alright. Salvaged. Okay, from the broken quartz. Well, it was nice while it lasted, you know. Shouldn't we investigate that monument first, Kevin? That definitely looks to have changed. Oh, right, we probably should. I could understand if it were an artifact or an ornament, but how did a lump of stone start glowing like this? It's like magic. Now there's an apt enough description if I've ever heard one. Only thing I can add to that is the laws of the world as we know them don't seem to apply to it. Raise. Huh? That was a voice, wasn't it? Raise the cube before the monument. Who's there? Who are you? Please. Maybe the owner is trapped inside of the stone. What are we going to do? Ugh. To heck with it. Not like we got any better options. Or maybe we are freeing something dangerous into the world. Visitors from afar. This again. This voice is different though. Welcome. In accordance with my master's wishes, I shall grant you power. Huh? Name your currency, so that we may transact within the system that you know. Wait a second. What do you mean by currency? Maybe it's going to sell us things in exchange for Mira. Oh, I getcha. Understood. Then I shall grant you power in exchange for that currency. But we have no Mira. I mean, what do you guys have? Ooh, do we? Oh. Okay, this isn't bad. Would really like some EP items, please. Okay. I think we're good for now. Release my brethren. Then we shall grant you good fortune. I don't know, sounds sus. What do you think that was about? How would I know? Bizarre as it is to say, we should be able to buy things from Mira, and use Sepith to synthesize quartz here. Pretty useful if nothing else. We do still have the Sepith that was left over when our quartz were shattered. Perhaps we should use those to synthesize some new ones. Sounds like a plan to me. We can stand on our own 2 feet just fine, but we're gonna need recovery arts if we ever find ourselves in a jam. Maybe after some exploring? Do we have to look at the other places too? Or is the portal our next destination? Oh. Now there's fish? The bottom of the water's glowing. It's beautiful. Welcome, visitors from afar. Again? That sounded like it came from the spring. Visitors from afar, quench your thirst. In accordance with my master's wishes, I shall grant you vitality. Okay, sure. We'll drink the water. Ooh! CP was restored to maximum. Thank you. Can we take some of this back to Liberal with us? When my radiance is restored, I shall grant you vitality once more. When you have fought several battles, return to me. I've never had water that actually energized me like that before. How's this even possible? I don't know, but I feel full of life as well. It looks like the water here only has that effect when it's shining, though. Yeah. Well, with all the energy we've got now, I don't think there's much more we can get from here. We should check back later if we're ever feeling tired. Right. Interesting. Maybe Reese will get to try some of that tree sap after all. Which was this way. Holy Stragus, now this is something. It really is. It's as if petals of pure light are floating through the air around us. I welcome you, dear guests. Was that? Did the tree just talk to us? In accordance with my master's wishes, I shall grant you the blessings of the earth. However, my power is not without its limits. I require compensation in exchange for its use. Oh, okay, sure. Buying ingredients. Okay. When my master's power returns, the variety of blessings I offer shall increase. May the blessings of the earth be upon you. Man. If someone told me a tree just chatted them up and offered to sell them ingredients, I'd tell them they've had one too many drinks. Reese? Something up. That great tree took root near to a 7-colored spring, and there it granted blessings and joy. An excerpt from the Book of Genesis, verse 7, the primal ground. O hallowed Aetios, thank you for the divine protection and mercy you have bestowed upon us. Well, aren't you just tickled pink? I'm not sure this tree has anything to do with the goddess, though. I disagree. Even the testaments of the goddess say that all roads lead to food. Food is the fundamental basis of everything. That's not in any testament I've ever laid eyes on. That said, let me give you this. Reese handed a recipe book to Kevin. Huh? Why are you giving this to me? Because you are remarkably impious for a knight of the church. You should work on becoming more devout through cooking in her name. That doesn't even make sense. Besides, can't you just do the cooking yourself? But you've always been better at it than me. I'm sure it's the wish of the ingredients to be used by the best chef possible. But still, ... Please. Aw. I'm too soft for my own good sometimes. Well, fine, but you have to help me. Deal? Also, the second I catch you snacking on something while we're making it, I'm done. I know. Aw, they're such good friends. But something happened that broke them up. Oh, there goes the portal. You don't think that could be the exit, do you? If anything, I'd say it's more like an entrance. A monument that sells us items, a tree that sells us ingredients, a spring that restores our vitality. It's like everything in here is designed to help us prepare for something dangerous. Or am I reading into it? No, I don't think you are. So what should we do? Should we try stepping on it? I don't have any better ideas at this point. Although, it might be better if you stayed behind here. Glare? Never mind, ma'am. We'll go together. It's not like there's any guarantee you'd be safe here, actually. Of course we will. But first, I should give you this. Reese handed Kevin his Gralsritter notebook. Everybody's got notebooks. Bracers, Gralsritter. You know, bet the society has notebooks too. Huh? What are you doing with this? I was asked to give it to you by Commander Selnet. In her words, Kevin's reports lately have been far too vague for my liking. I'll bet he's not even taking notes while he's out on the job. Give him this so he's got no more excuses to slack off. She figured it out, huh? Hold on, how are you close enough for her to ask you this kind of favor? She was the one who taught me how to use my Templar sword. I respect her deeply. No joke, I had no idea. I bet she kept that from me on purpose. Can't say I'm surprised. If I'd known, I sure as heck wouldn't have let Reese. Kevin? Sorry, just spacing out. Our next destination's that circle, but if you have anything else you want to do first, speak up now. There's no telling what's waiting for us after we step on it. Understood. Alright, be right back. So Kevin keeps trying to leave Reese behind? So it sounds like Kevin is trying to protect Reese, right? So maybe that's why he broke off contact with her. He was taking on dangerous missions, and he didn't want her to get hurt? Check this out. It looks like that really was an entrance of sorts. Interesting. Jade corridor. Ooh. We still seem to be in the same bizarre enclosed space as before. We've got quite a long road ahead of us, don't we? We sure do. Kevin! Uh-oh, monster? Monsters! How did they just appear out of nowhere? Love how they don't give you a preface or explanation or anything. It's just, surprise, you're in a dungeon. It doesn't tell us anything about them. Probably because we don't have the right quartz for it. Which is just great. What happened to the Sepith we were supposed to get? Wait. Why can't Reese use her S-Craft? Does she just not have one? Only Mirage is effective. But does this actually do damage, or does it just seal them? We shall see. If only this was area of effect. Ooh. Thank you for dodging. But now that we know... go after this guy.
I've worked up an appetite.
How can this be? I know exactly what you mean. There are a whole lot of monster types in our world, but that's my first time seeing any like that. This is like being in a totally different realm. And the monsters weren't even the strangest part. Tell me about it. The elements against them weren't your usual affair either. Exactly. The 3 elements of space, mirage, and time were in effect during that battle too. Not just the traditional 4 elements. Very observant, rookie. Didn't think you'd notice to that extent. This points to yet another clue that we're a long ways from home. I mean, you'll find a boatload of monsters that are weak to fire in Zemuria, but we're not going to find any that are weak to mirage. You know how it is. Indeed I do. Spiritually, the world in which we live is in a relatively low plane of existence. To quote the Testaments, our world and the world of the goddess will forever be separate. She simply drops pebbles from above, known as miracles. Quoting word for word, though hey, I guess those are the basic principles. We just keep running into surprises, space, time, and mirage, all here. It should be impossible. What about those monsters themselves? Honestly, they were less monsters and more fiends. Creatures that shouldn't even be allowed to exist in our world, and yet they somehow do without any problems here. And I doubt that those are the only ones. Are we going to be alright in here? Hopefully, they were tough, but not so tough we can't handle them if we're together. It's not like there's anything else for us to do back in that base area. Let's keep walking and see what we find, I say. It might be worth going back briefly to check our orbit setups though, seeing as we've got more elements to account for now. True. Oh, Kevin, let me give you this. Reese handed Kevin the monster guide. What's this for? It's called the Monster Guide. It was designed to record data on monsters, their habits, their weaknesses, and the like. I think it would be wise for us to know anything and everything we come across here. Although, I suppose Fiend Guide would be more appropriate here. You're telling me. You sure I can't just store all this info up in the old noggin, though? I'm already putting enough stuff in the Girls Reader notebook as it is. My hands are gonna go numb at this rate. You complain way too much, Kevin. You're a knight. Do your job. Ugh, yes, ma'am. No time like the present, I guess. Scribble, scribble. There. Happy? Depends on whether she can read it. Oh, what?
I've worked up an appetite.
Oh, it's gonna see us? Oh, it didn't follow us. Where the heck are we even going, though? That's the question. A chest! A chest! My kingdom for a chest. Oh my goodness. No, 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 don't. Okay, these guys actually blend in with the background, which we don't love. Like, at all. And this is going to mess us up so bad. We are going to get so lost. So lost. If we ever make it back to the garden, it's going to be when we die and have to reset. Can't go that way. Oh geez. Yeah, the monsters just blend in with this cosmic background. Huh? What's this? It's really pretty. It looks like kind of a cube of septium, but I don't think that's what it is. Yeah, maybe we should touch it and see what happens. A sealing stone. Does it seem harmful? Nope, seems safe to me. Wish I knew what it was though. The light coming off it's so warm. The kind of slow, rhythmic glowing from it reminds me of a beating heart in a way. Was that... There's our cube again. Maybe it'll open the door for us now? Visitor from afar. You who possess the cube. It's that voice from earlier. Just who are you? Where are you talking to us from? Raise that sealing stone before the monument in the garden. Then the barrier and the imprisoned shall... I can barely work out what it's trying to say. All I could get is that we need to take this thing to the monument. I will unlock another power. Cube. Make use of it. The cube's warp functionality is now available. So it'll take us straight to the garden? To use it, click the icon at the top right corner of the screen, then select the location you wish to warp to. Sure. What the... Beware the malevolent one. That's not ominous. Gather strength, or you too will be forever... trapped here. Don't even ask. I feel like I'm in some kind of weird dream that just gets freakier by the minute. I don't sense anything bad coming from the voice, at least. More like it's trying to guide us forward. True, it does. You don't think the cube has a will of its own, and that it's the thing talking to us, do you? I doubt it. It kept talking about the cube as if it were a separate object. My hunch is that the source of the voice is someone else. And then there's that malevolent one it was bringing up too. I could see that being that man in black we saw when we were thrown in here, but it could very easily be someone else. All of this is starting to make my head hurt. Join the club. Well, let's try and take things one step at a time, okay? And on that note, the best place to start is probably giving the cube's new power a shot. You're serious? Serious as can be. There aren't many artifacts that have the power of teleportation, you know. And in the situation we're stuck in, we need to use everything we've got at our disposal. Alright. Be sure you're careful when using it. I will. Hold on, why don't we take this chance to try using the cube? I want to see if it really does let us warp. Do we have to? But we want to see if we missed any treasure chests. Now that we found the main thing we're here for, you know? Oh, okay. Pretty. Oh. All right, that actually worked. Now we've got a quick way to get back here to safety if we run into danger. We finally get fast travel. Oh, this is beautiful. That does sound useful. I still can't bring myself to put much trust in that cube, however. Oh, I'm not planning to lower my guard around the thing either. I'll keep using it with caution, so don't worry. Anyway, next up's this little guy. That sealing stone. That voice made it sound like something would be released from it if we hold it up to the monument. Any guesses? No, but I know how to find out the answer real quick. I'll handle holding it up, but I want you to stand by prepared for a fight just in case. We've got no idea what we're dealing with here. Understood. Something's happening. Alright, time for the moment of truth. And we release the deity that clearly oversees this garden. Or not. What? Girl. Tita? What? Huh? What was that light? Isn't she the girl from the professor's photograph? Huh? Kevin? You are Kevin, aren't you? I'm not seeing things. What are you doing here? Where do I even start? But yeah, it's the real deal. Good to see you again, Tita. Looks like you've grown a little taller. You noticed. I'm happy to see you again too. What brings you back to Liberal? Is this girl a friend of yours? Wait. I was in the house with Dad getting dinner ready because Agate was coming over. Then all of a sudden, everything went white. And then... Where am I? This looks nothing like our house. Am I dreaming? Is this all a dream? Oh, right. I should pinch myself to check. Yep, this is the Tita everyone knows and loves, alright? She's adorable. Isn't she, though? Isn't she? So that's what happened. This is all because of that artifact Mom pulled out of the lake. Honestly, we can't even be sure right now. Especially as if we assume that's the case. How did you end up here when you were all the way over in Zeiss? It makes no sense. You're right. It sounds as though you two were fairly close to one another when you were sent here, but Grancel and Zeiss are really far apart. Based on your account, however, we were all surrounded by that light at roughly the same time. That's more than a coincidence in my eyes. Yeah, I think so too. Oh, whoops! I haven't introduced myself yet, have I? My name's Tita Russell. I'm an apprentice at Zeiss Central Factory. I'm Reese Argent, a sister of the Septian Church. I've heard a lot about you from Kevin and your mother. Oh, you've met Mom? I have. She showed me a photograph of you, too. And now that I've met you in person, I can see why she boasts about you so much. Was she doing that? Oh, Mom. She didn't say or do anything inappropriate to you, did she? She tends to lose control of herself when it comes to people as cute as you. Lose control how? I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to be rude by calling you cute or anything. It's just that you're kind of quiet and really pretty. You've got this really unique aura about you. Unique? You're every bit as sharp as your mother. The goddess doesn't make them more unique than Reese. Oh, please. Anyway. What are the two of you planning on doing now? Are you going to keep looking for a way out of here? That's the plan, yeah. Not that we've made so much as a dent of progress on that front so far. We'd barely started exploring when we found you. Oh, I see. If you don't mind then, please let me help you look. I won't get in the way, I promise. Getting in the way wouldn't be the issue here. That's a tough one. My gut tells me you're better off staying here, to be honest. You've proven yourself to be made of sturdy stuff, but like I said before, this place is just one big and very dangerous mystery. If that's true, then who's to say I'd be safe staying here on my own? If I'm going to be in danger, I'd rather go with you and at least try to help out. Fair point, I guess. You're every bit as spunky as Estelle too, you know. You can't be serious, Kevin. Trust me, she's a lot tougher than she looks. She went on the Liber Arc and came back down in one piece. Plus, she survived Adios knows how many sketchy fights beforehand. Don't be so quick to judge just because of her age. But still. Please, I really want to help. I'll do everything I can to make sure I don't cause you any problems. Really. Tita could never cause us problems. Alright, if you're sure. You mean it? You seem to understand the consequences of your actions and what it means to worry others. And as long as that's the case, I've got no reason to say no. Still, please do be careful. Thank you, I will. Yeah, seriously. If anything were to happen to you on my watch, I'm sure my death at Erica's hands would be a slow and painful one. I swear I won't let that happen. Deal. Alright, let's get back to work. Once Tita's equipment is set up, it's back to exploring we go. Understood. Right. Not that we have enough Sepith to give her anything, but hey,